Okay, good afternoon, esteemed judges. My name is Wing Tao, the first speaker of Team ViFaChain, joined by my teammates Guang Tu, Min Hui, and Hai Tang. It's our honor to present to you today about ViFaChain, an all-in-one tool that promises to bring Vietnam's agriculture export sector through a digital revolution. So we all know that China is one of the largest export markets for Vietnamese agricultural products. However, in recent years, even this easygoing market is quite hesitant when importing Vietnam's product. And the evidence is that Vietnam's fruits and vegetable exports to China fell by over 25% year-on-year in the first 8 months of 2020. Why so? There are three main factors currently damaging Vietnam's position in the global export market and preventing us from thriving more. First and foremost is the lack of data transparency. According to Ms. Hương Nguyen, Director of Assessment of Technical Conformity, Ministry of Science and Technology, the information provided by Vietnamese food companies is inconsistent. Product details are mostly input manually based on recorded information from previous stages and mainly restricted to the final processing and packaging process. Therefore, data accuracy cannot be guaranteed, and the actual origin of products is not clearly shown. The second issue is the low quality of exported products caused by inefficiency in farming practice. According to the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, there are only around 800 certified value chains of safe produce in 2018, but half of them, in fact, do not operate well when being assessed. So the application of technology in farming practice has started, but not yet meet the expectation. And the last problem is scatter production, which doesn't meet the requirements of large-scale commodity production from the international market. Also, because of the fragmented supply chain, making brands for Vietnamese export agriculture products remains a persistent weakness. So to resolve all of these problems, we have created ViFaChain with three main functions. We will first focus on developing the data management system using blockchain technology to empower data sharing transparency among farmers, export businesses, and the government. Then we will create a farm management platform with the integration of sensors and IoT that apply detection and prediction algorithms of disease and crop productivity. And finally, in the long term, an e-commerce platform will be built on which farmers and export businesses are connected for direct transactions, and all stakeholders can build and promote their brand name.
So regarding the market, with more than 8.61 million small farmers, the need of digital transformation in Vietnam agriculture market is extremely remarkable. Vietnam mango ranked 13 in terms of the mango production in the world in 2020. That is the reason we decided to start with the mango market and then expand to the fresh export fruit and finally dominate the agricultural food market of Vietnam. So compared to other high-tech solutions for agriculture, what makes our idea ViFaChain outstanding? Firstly, is the distinctive execution map. We have a clear launching roadmap with 3 stages, approaching users wisely based on the network effect. Second is the competitive pricing model. Food export companies only want to use lower cost and user-friendly solutions. That's why we offer competitive price that aims to mainly support their management process. And finally is the effective combination. As mentioned before in the solution, our solution has 2 layers, which is the combination of blockchain as a beneath layer and IoT computer algorithms at the surface layer that provide the users with smart and extra features. For the revenue model, for the export company, which is our first target customer, they will pay monthly or annually for service packages for blockchain and the management system. For the farmers, they only need to pay one time for the IoT and sensors devices. And finally, in the e-commerce website, we offer the advertisement space for own farmers and export companies to promote their brand, generating a more frequent revenue stream for ViFaChain. To differentiate with other competitors in the market, ViFaChain designs a distinctive launching roadmap that utilizes the network effect. In phase 1, we will approach big food export companies and offer them to use the management platform with blockchain technology to manage the transparency of food data. Next step in phase 2, based on the network of these companies with the farmers, ViFaChain can reach the farmers more effectively with the IoT system that will be outsourced by the suppliers and the farm management platform. And finally, when the number of farmers and food export companies are significant enough, the e-commerce website will be launched to better promote the branding of Vietnamese agricultural product.
So next is our architectural and governance part. First is the blockchain architectural design. Based on the drawbacks of fragmented agricultural food supply chain and the characteristic of each blockchain type, we propose using permissioned public blockchain with the IBFT consensus mechanism. Our product focuses on simplifying steps so that user can be easily used. A public blockchain with a permissioned system will be easy for all sides to engage and interact with the system, and also has higher security efficiency compared to a private blockchain where the network is controlled by only a single organization and requires multiple entry barriers for authentication. We also use IBFT as our main consensus mechanism because based on its characteristic, it will be suitable for permissioned blockchain. Next is our data flow. As you can see here, we have a smart contract based on Hyperledger created between suppliers, export companies, agricultural ministry, compliance, and the system. Smart contract will process transaction according to the updated policy. Our main customers, who are suppliers, delivery, and export company, receive information from the system and track and check the traceability. And later on, when we implementing the IoT system on the farm, they can also check for the fruit quality and buy if they are qualified. When having a request, the system will generate a PDF form that lists out all necessary information based on policy and law to send to the agricultural ministry and compliance for censorship. In phase 2, when we expand the product to the farm, farmers can collect the data from the IoT system developed by our partners and input the data into the system. All of the data from farmers are processed by the system and then stored on the IPFS. To clarify, we do not build from scratch the IoT system, but we just outsourcing it by using our partners' application.
We also determine some risks for ViFaChain. Firstly, there are risks from user. A part of Vietnamese smallholder farmers remain reluctant to adopt new technologies for improving their farming practices. Therefore, if ViFaChain finds difficulty in motivating farmers to apply our products, the second stage of our business expansion might be decelerated. The second risk is competition from similar products in the market. Some foreign agricultural firms such as Bayer Global from Germany, Sharon or Han from Thailand have entered the AG-type market of Vietnam and become strategic partners of some local enterprises in terms of technology. However, their blockchain applications still remain limited, which do not guarantee the transparency of data. The last risk is a trade-off when choosing a blockchain platform and consensus mechanism.
As you can see on the slide, those are the benefits that we can bring to our customers. With a clear and distinctive execution roadmap, we believe that ViFaChain is the key to the sustainable development of Vietnam's export value chain. We are ViFaChain. Thank you for listening.